Happy 4th of July and welcome to the second half of the season in the Northwoods League as the Woodchucks are back at Baker Field for the third time this season of 6. And they start the second half against the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Welcome to the Woodchucks Baseball Network. Happy you're joining us on this Tuesday afternoon. Will Charlton here with you today as the Woodchucks will look to start off the second half with some fireworks on the 4th of July. And start in the win column after finishing a half game and tie for second place in the Great Lakes West in the first half with Wisconsin Rapids behind the winner Green Bay. 20-15 record for the Woodchucks after taking down Lakeshore by a score of 8-4 last night. If you were listening, it was some late offense after being down 3-2 in the fifth inning, scoring 3 in the sixth and 2 in the eighth for the Woodchucks to get the job done against the Chinooks and take the first 6 games total against them 4-2, and now after going 3-3 in the first half with the Dock Spiders, the start of a home-and-home set today and tomorrow. It'll be back at Athletic Park tomorrow, but for now we're here at Baker Field. And starting off for the Woodchucks, as usual, is Dalton Pearson. It's a pretty new roster here today for the Woodchucks, and we'll talk about why in just a few minutes when we introduce or a few moments rather, when we introduce the batting order. But Amar Sengeg being seen for the 4th time this season by the Woodchucks. Dalton Pearson swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1 on a fastball. Sengeg mid-80s with his fastball. Big fastball curveball kind of guy. The UT Dallas man Sengeg 0-1 to Pearson. And that one misses just outside. Pearson, Christian Mitchell, Mark Schallenberger, Colin Brigham, Brent Witter, Colby Wallace, Drew Berkland, Brendan Holt, Brady Jurgella. That's the batting order today for the Woodchucks. 2 new names in there. We'll talk about them in just a moment as there is the curveball by Sengeg in there for strike 2. 1-2 count from Sengeg to Pearson. And we'll also talk about the defense for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders today in just a minute as well. After this at bat, 1-2. Pearson swings and misses. And he has struck out. On defense for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders, Travis Strickler in left, Connor Cooney in center field, Jared Hines in right. Graydon West at third, Teddy Dieters at first base in the middle, Jack Gorman at shortstop, Jacob Anderson at second base, Lorenzo Rios behind the dish, and then Amar Sengeg on the mound. He's facing off against the Central Michigan Chippewa from Romeoville, Illinois, Christian Mitchell, who is playing in his first game this summer for the Woodchucks, a second-half player after his freshman season at Central Michigan, but he's now down 0-2 already to Amar Sengeg. One of 12 new players for the second half so far for the Woodchucks. 0-2. And Mitchell swings and misses. That's back-to-back strikeouts, only 5 total pitches. Or 6, rather, from Sengeg. I guess it would actually be 7. Obviously, I haven't taken a math class in a while, so I guess it kind of makes sense. But only 7 pitches so far and 2 strikeouts for Amar Sengeg, who came into this one with a 0-3 record, a 5.14 ERA, 28 full innings pitched. He's facing off against the Evansville ace Mark Schallenberger, who just got done playing in the Cape Cod League on a temporary contract. And he is now back with the Woodchucks for a second summer. Was on the Chucks last summer as well. The right fielder today from the University of Evansville and by way of St. Louis, Missouri, 0-1. High fastball from Sengeg for ball 1. Schallenberger had injuries on and off this past season with Evansville, so only played in 30 total games. 1-1. High again on a fastball from Sengeg. But in 30 games, he hit 179 with only 19 hits, 3 doubles, 4 home runs, and 13 RBIs. But he was hitting over 350 in the Cape Cod League. And the breaking ball by Sengeg misses high. 3-1 count to Schallenberger, is looking to avoid a 1-2-3 inning against Sengeg, who has been very good against the Woodchucks so far this season in his 2 starts. 3-1. Outside, and that's a 2-out walk. Schallenberger on base for the first time this season. And avoids the 1-2-3, which will bring up the big first baseman from Oklahoma State, Colin Brigham. Sengeg's given up 34 hits, 20 runs, 16 earned. Has walked 15, now 16, obviously. And also came into this one with 21 strikeouts, now 23. Last time against the Woodchucks was at Athletic Park in the 11-2 loss for Wausau, but he started out that game before the Woodchucks really picked it up. In his 4 innings pitched, only allowed 4 hits and 1 run. It wasn't until the Dock Spiders made a change the Woodchucks offense exploded that game. Brigham into right field past the glove of Jacob Anderson. And Mark Schellenberger off to third, and he will slide in safely. So Colin Brigham has delivered with 2 outs, picks up his 19th hit of the season, and has put runners on the corners for the Woodchucks against Amar Sengeg. They're looking to keep the offense going as Brent Witter, the fellow Evansville ace, up to the plate. So after Simon Sherry leaves the team after the 14-0 win, or the couple of games against Green Bay at home, Mark Schallenberger rides for the second half today, and now Witter facing off against Sengeg takes a off-speed low for ball 1. Sengeg, the first time out against the Woodchucks, took 6 1/3, allowing 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned. And Witter now up in the count 2-0 after the high fastball. Witter, the Evansville ace, who played last night, was hitless against Lakeshore. And that one in there for strike 1 from Sengeg. But he did reach on an error. Witter starting his 20th game of the season, 20 hits, 2 doubles, and he swings and misses on the curveball by Sengeg. It's a 2-2 count. He has 8 RBIs, 15 runs, 13 walks, and 3 stolen bases, does the Evansville ace Brent Witter. 2-2. Witter swings and misses, and that is how the inning will end. Sengeg retires or strikes out the side to end the first. And that will be it for the top of the first. The Woodchucks strand 2 in Brigham and Schallenberger. And we're heading into the bottom half of the first when we return on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
I'm so glad you and Jack are home. His birthday was supposed to be today, right, Mom?
That's right.
He wanted to meet me 8 weeks early.
He sure gave us a scare, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's so perfect. It's just you and me, Jack. Can I take him to show and tell?
We'll see.
The savings are heating up this summer at Cellcom. Save up to $300 on the top phones from our most iconic brands. Plus, save $150 on all connected tablets, smartwatches, and cameras. Keep kids busy this summer with a tablet. Track your steps with a smartwatch. Or monitor your cabin with a camera. Now, unlimited data is more affordable than ever with our single unlimited plan. Offering unlimited data for only $29.95 per month for just one line. Visit cellcom.com/save for details.
Don't miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
As the Woodchucks head out there on defense, let's see how they line up today. It's Colby Wallace in left, Dalton Pearson in center, Mark Schallenberger in right field, Brent Witter at third base, Colin Brigham at first base, Drew Berkland behind the dish. At shortstop is Christian Mitchell, and Brennan Holt playing second base. And on the mound is the Richmond Spider, starting his second game of the season, who has pitched phenomenally lately, and Brian Ranke, the left-hander from Hoynier Falls, New York. Making his 7th overall appearance, 1-0 record, 1 save, including going 1-2-3 in the 9th against these Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. On what would be Friday night at Athletic Park, his first pitch, an off-speed missing inside, and he is a very big go-to fastball, curve, slider type of pitcher. especially against left-handed batters like Connor Cooney, the leadoff man from the College of the Holy Cross. 1-0 to Cooney. Way inside again on an off-speed by Ranke. So the count is 2-0 to Cooney. And there's the first strike thrown by Brian Ranke on a fastball. 2-1 now. Cooney last time against these Woodchucks in the 10-3 win here on Saturday at Harry Baker Field was very good at the mound. He lines this one right into the glove of Brent Witter for out number 1. So after Cooney goes down, it's now Travis Strickler. Then after it'll be Teddy Dieters, Jared Heinzen, Parker Nolan, Jacob Anderson, Lorenzo Rios, Jack Gorman, and Graydon West will round it out. First pitch to Strickler. Takes a slider in there for strike 1 from Ranke. Ranke kind of has like a sliding curveball type of pitch as well. 0-1. Goes back to the breaking ball. Misses outside. Ranke, who struck out 2 in the 1-2-3 inning in the 9th on Friday night's win 2-1. That was the last time he was in. It was a save. First time he had come into a save situation this season and looked phenomenal. 2-1. And the breaking ball just drops low for ball 3. 3-1 count to Travis Strickler of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. And the pitch. Strickler into center field. Dalton Pearson tracks it and grabs it. 2 up, 2 down here for the Woodchucks on defense. So now the first baseman from Xavier, Teddy Dieters, up to bat. Looking to avoid a 1-2-3 off the left arm of Brian Ranke here. First pitch to Dieters, the right-handed batter. In there for strike 1 from Ranke. Dieters, the first baseman, as he has been lately for the Dock Spiders. Ground ball to Brent Witter. And Witter makes the 5-3. And that is a 1-2-3 off the arm of Brian Ranke. Back-to-back 1-2-3 innings for Ranke against these Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. And we're notched up at 0-1 here. You're listening to Woodchucks Baseball on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, good to have you back on your game.
Yeah, well, I only got cancer so that you could tell people that, you shaved your head for solidarity and not because you're going bald.
Right. And I got a minivan to make your little moped look cool.
Okay. Well, couldn't have gotten through without you.
Love you, bro. I'm glad you're sticking around.
Oh, that means so much coming from Mom and Dad's second favorite.
Whatever.
Over 600,000 Americans are projected to die of cancer this year. 250,000 will likely battle muscular dystrophy. 5,000 may be diagnosed with ALS. But one person can become the difference. All it takes is you to help researchers improve the health of Wisconsinites by participating in the All of Us research program. Join today to feel the power of one.
To buy your own Woodchucks merchandise, visit the Woodshed at Athletic Park, or you can visit our website, www.woodchucks.com. Top of the second inning here on the Woodchucks Baseball Network, as it'll be 6-7-8 as Colby Wallace leads things off for the Chucks against Amar Sengeg, the right-hander, UT Dallas man. Faced off against 5 batters in the first. as Colby Wallace, after a 3-for-5 night, including a single, a double, and a triple last night against Lakeshore. You're looking to keep up the hots, work with the sticks. Picked up 2 doubles in that 2-game set against Lakeshore. The Cal State Fullerton man, Rancho Santa Margarita, California, 1-1. Takes outside on a fastball from Sengeg, 2-1 count. Sengeg's last outing came on June 29th against Madison. Went 4 1/3, allowing 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Wallace swings and misses. And the count is 2-2. Going back to that first inning when the Woodchucks left Schallenberger at third, Brock Moss said, not capitalizing with runners in scoring position was a big problem against the Dock Spiders in the first couple times against Sengeg, and he picks up his 3rd strikeout already as Colby Wallace goes down looking. Or 4th strikeout, rather. He struck out the side in the first. Did Amar Sengeg. So the Woodchucks are already kind of struggling against him so far, but do have a hit off the bat of Colin Brigham, which brings up the catcher from the University of Minnesota, Drew Birkland. And Birkland takes first pitch fastball for strike 1 from Sengeg. Birkland playing his 24th, starting his 23rd game of the season. Batting .289, 24 hits, 3 doubles, 4 home runs. 0-1. Birkland swings and misses. He's down 0-2. He has 20 RBIs, 15 runs, 3 stolen bases, 16 walks, a .470 slugging percentage, and a .427 on base percentage. 0-2. Fastball misses high from Sengeg. Sengeg 6'3", 195 after just finished up his freshman season with UT Dallas. He's a native of College Station, Texas, as Birkland comes through on the half swing, and that is already the 5th strikeout for Amar Sengeg. So now the 8-hitter Brennan Holt up to the plate. Was leading off last night. Had what was definitely his best game at the plate last night. Hit his 2 first extra base hits of the season, a double and a triple. 2 triples in last night's game for the Woodchucks, as Brennan Holt added what were his 7th and 8th hits of the season, the 2-for-6 effort. Also picked up an RBI. 0-1. High fastball, ball 1 from Sengeg. Was looking to go 1-2-3 here. All outs so far for Sengeg have been strikeouts. The only base runners have been Schallenberger and Brigham so far. 1-1 to Holt. The changeup drops in there for strike 2. Brennan Holt playing in his 15th game, making his 14th start. Like I mentioned, 8 hits, 1 double, 1 triple, 5 RBIs, 9 walks, 9 runs, 5 stolen bases, 1-2. Fastball high. 2-2 count between Holt and Sengeg. As Holt will look to keep the inning alive. And Holt right at the middle, right back to Sengeg though, and he makes the throw to Teddy Dieters without any worry whatsoever. And that is a 1-2-3 inning from Amar Sengeg to the Woodchucks. And they will go down in order of 6, 7, 8. Still 0-0 after an inning and a half here at Harry Baker Field. This is Woodchucks Baseball on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
Over 600,000 Americans are projected to die of cancer this year. 250,000 will likely battle muscular dystrophy. 5,000 may be diagnosed with ALS. But one person can become the difference. All it takes is you to help researchers improve the health of Wisconsinites by participating in the All of Us research program. Join today to feel the power of one.
To buy your own Woodchucks merchandise, visit the Woodshed at Athletic Park, or you can visit our website, www.woodchucks.com.
I'm so glad you and Jack are home. His birthday was supposed to be today, right, Mom?
That's right.
He wanted to meet me 8 weeks early.
He sure gave us a scare, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's so perfect. It's just you and me, Jack Jack. Can I take him to show and tell?
We'll see.
Top of the second inning after a 1-2-3 from the bats of the Woodchucks. It'll be 4-5-6 after a 1-2-3 in the first for the Dock Spiders as Brian Ranke back out there for inning number 2 of work. And it'll be Jared Heinzen, Parker Nolan, and Jacob Anderson for the Dock Spiders. Jared Heinzen, the right fielder from UW Parkside. First pitch from Ranke. Lined right into the glove of Christian Mitchell at shortstop. So 2 lineouts so far and 4 straight retired batters for Brian Ranke to start off this outing. Ranke doesn't have the highest velocity on his pitches, but kind of makes you swing at it. He's very consistent, does not miss very often. Like I mentioned, did not come in with many walks this season at all allowed. Only a total of 8 walks in 6 appearances before today. And his first pitch, a ball inside to Parker Nolan, the Vanderbilt Commodore. 1-0. The breaking ball drops right in there. Sliding curve from Brian Ranke. 1-1. Parker Nolan takes that fastball high. Nolan was in the DH spot last time against the Woodchucks in the 10-3 win for the Dock Spiders. He was 1 for 4 with a double and a walk and a run as the breaking ball drops in there once again for strike 2 to 2-2 count to Parker Nolan, the left-handed batter and the DH today. 2-2 from Ranke. And the breaking ball in the dirt for ball 3, full count. Parker Nolan looking to be the first base run of the game for the Dock Spiders. 3-2 from Ranke, and he fouls off the breaking ball that would have been in there for strike 3 if he would have missed it. But Nolan's just staying alive. Parker Nolan in his last game was 0 for 4. Payoff again, outside and low on a fastball, and Ranke has let up his first base runner of the game. 1-out walk to Parker Nolan, who's on first base. So Ranke has allowed his first base runner of the game. And now to the plate comes Jacob Anderson, the Michigan State Spartan. And that one grazed the jersey of Anderson. Didn't even hit him, but just grazed his jersey. And there's a hit by pitch that puts him at first base. So now runners on first and second with only 1 out here in the second. Lorenzo Rios steps to the plate, the Presbyterian College product. And that one hit the hand of Rios. So Ranke has hit back-to-back batters on back-to-back pitches. And now the bases are loaded. He's loaded the bases off no hits allowed here. It was a walk and then back-to-back hit by pitches. Now Jack Gorman steps to the plate. And first pitch fastball in there for strike 1. Jack Gorman was the guy who was using the illegal bat on Friday night's game, was ejected from that game. Now back in the lineup for the Dock Spiders after serving a Small suspension. 0-1. And Ranky's fastball misses high. 1-1. With bases loaded here in the second. Fond du Lac with a great chance to try and get on the board early here against the Woodchucks. 1-1. And the breaking ball misses just outside for ball 2. Lefty-righty matchup between Ranky and Gorman, the Presbyterian College product. Comes into this one batting 190. Does Gorman. 2-1. Way outside on the breaking ball from Ranky. 3-1 counts. Ranky, this being his second start of the season. His first start was his first outing. Hasn't started since. 3-1 to Gorman. Gorman fouls off a fastball for strike 2. The Richmond Spider, Brian Ranky, who just finished up his sophomore season in Richmond, Virginia. In fact, that start was against the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. So he's seen the Dock Spiders for the third time this season. 3-2. Gorman in the air. Popped into the shallow left field area. And Christian Mitchell grabs it. It was called out on an infield fly anyway. So that is not a bad way to record out number 2 now, as with bases loaded, it gets a lot easier with 2 outs. And the Dock Spiders will be looking to try and avoid leaving bases loaded stranded here in the second. As coming to the plate now is Graydon West, the product of Rice University in Texas. Another lefty-righty match between Ranky and West. West takes first pitch, breaking ball for ball 1. Graydon West from Katy, Texas. I was talking about the outing that Brian Ranky started against the Dock Spiders. He went 2 2/3, allowing 3 hits on 3 runs, 1 earned, striking out 4, but walking 3. 1-0. Graydon West down the third base line and foul, almost picked up by Doug Coe down there, the field manager of the Dock Spiders, but he whiffed on it. Shows that he's probably past his playing days. Maybe not, though. Who knows? It's harder to get those without a glove, obviously. 1-1 to West. Ranky goes breaking ball, but it misses outside. So now 2-1. Ranky the pitch. And that gets away from Berkland behind the plate on the inside fastball. But Berkland able to stay somewhat near it so that Parker Nolan at third base could not come on home. But it's now a 3-1 count, and Ranky risking walking in the first batter in the first run of the game. 3-1 to Graydon West. That one in there on the low outside corner for strike 2 on a fastball. And now it's a full count, 2 outs, bases loaded here in the bottom of the second. Woodchucks looking to keep this thing notched up at 0. Payoff. And that one in there for strike 3. Ranky gets him on the fastball in the inside half of the strike zone, and Graydon West down looking. Big strikeout for the first one of the game for Brian Ranky, and that will end the second inning. The Woodchucks escape bases loaded jam, and we're tied up at 0 still through 2 here on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
The savings are heating up this summer at Cellcom. Save up to $300 on the top phones from our most iconic brands. Plus, save $150 on all connected tablets, smartwatches, and cameras. Keep kids busy this summer with a tablet, track your steps with a smartwatch, or monitor your cabin with a camera. Now, unlimited data is more affordable than ever with our single unlimited plan, offering unlimited data for only $29.95 per month for just one line. Visit cellcom.com/save for details.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, good to have you back on your game.
Yeah, well, I only got cancer so that you could tell people that, you shaved your head for solidarity and not because you're going bald.
Right. And I got a minivan to make your little moped look cool.
Okay. Well, couldn't have gotten through without you.
Love you, bro. I'm glad you're sticking around.
Oh, that means so much coming from Mom and Dad's second favorite.
Whatever.
Woodchucks escape a bases-loaded jam and keep it tied 0-0 here at Harry Baker Field. The Woodchucks have not won a game here yet this season. Was shut up 1-0 the first time they played here, which is on Father's Day, and then lost here on Saturday night to the Dock Spiders 10-3 in a game that just felt like it was out of reach from the first pitch, at least off the bats of the Dock Spiders. As Brady Dragella, the 9-hitter, once again tonight after what was his best day at the plate this season last night against Lakeshore, 3 for 5 with that 2 RBI double on the 6th, the highlighted hit that Dragella had. He reached base 4 times, was a reach on air in his first at-bat, and then also had 2 other singles in the game as well. So Dragella will be the leadoff man here in the third, then it goes back to the top of the order. After this, and Dalton Pearson and Christian Mitchell. Dalton Pearson, the native of Menasha, Wisconsin, and the Minnesota Golden Gopher, playing in his 26th game, starting his 25th. 2-1 count between him and Amar Sengeg. And Dragella in the air, popped in the infield. Jack Gorman makes the grab at shortstop. So the Woodchucks 1/3 all the way through for the first time today. And Dalton Pearson steps to the plate for the second time. Brock Moss said that he needs Pearson's bat today really, really badly, as the first pitch breaking ball inside for ball 1 from Sengeg to Pearson. Pearson struck out swinging in his first at-bat, as the breaking ball then drops in there for strike 1. Pearson's batting average, the best on the team at .333. 35 hits, also leads the team, 11 doubles. As back-to-back breaking balls in there for strike 2, and Pearson has not swung the bat yet in this at-bat. The Georgia State Panther from Johns Creek, Georgia, 3rd summer in the Northwoods League. One of the top players in the Northwoods League, in fact. 1-2. Sengeg goes high fastball, and the count is 2-2. Woodchucks back at home at Athletic Park after this four-game road trip will end here today. 2-2 to Pearson. Pearson on the ground. Jack Gorman fields it, and he makes the play to Teddy Dieters in time for out number 1. Or out number 2, rather. So 2-2 down here in the third after the Woodchucks went 1-2-3 in the second. And now Christian Mitchell, the Central Michigan Chippewa, up for the second time. First pitch fastball from Sengag for strike one to Mitchell. Christian Mitchell came off a very impressive season at Central Michigan. 0-1. Mitchell down 0-2 on a swing and a miss. Played in 56 games, started 53 hitting-wise. He's a two-way guy, in fact. Is a pitcher and a hitter. Very good at both. Hit 307, which is second on the team. 58 hits, which is most on the team. 13 doubles, tied for first on the team. 3 home runs, 29 RBIs. Had a .423 slugging percentage, a .418 on base percentage, and 53 runs scored. Mitchell in the air down the right field line and will drop foul. He also had 23 stolen bases, which was second on that Central Michigan team. But keep in mind, this was all during his freshman season with Central Michigan. So very, very impressive first year. He went to one of the better-known high schools for baseball in Illinois, in Plainfield East, one of the perennial powerhouses in baseball in the state of Illinois. 0-2 again from Sengag to Mitchell, and he swings and strikes out for the second time today. 1-2-3, back-to-back innings, and the Woodchucks still scoreless. And we'll head into the bottom of the third here on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
I'm so glad you and Jack Jack are home. His birthday was supposed to be today, right, Mom?
That's right.
He wanted to meet me 8 weeks early.
He sure gave us a scare, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's so perfect. It's just you and me, Jack Jack. Can I take him to show and tell?
We'll see.
The savings are heating up this summer at Cellcom. Save up to $300 on the top phones from our most iconic brands. Plus, save $150 on all connected tablets, smartwatches, and cameras. Keep kids busy this summer with a tablet. Track your steps with a smartwatch, or monitor your cabin with a camera. Now, unlimited data is more affordable than ever with our single unlimited plan, offering unlimited data for only $29.95 per month for just one line. Visit cellcom.com/save for details.
Don't miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
Bottom of the third here on the Woodchucks Baseball Network. Will Charlton here with you today, as we're still notched up at 0-0 with only one total hit on the board. And the Dock Spiders will go through their order for the second time as Connor Cooney steps to the plate for the first time. First pitch curveball from Brian Ranke in there for strike one. Connor Cooney lined out in his first at-bat. And another breaking ball from Brian Ranke in there for strike two. So Connor Cooney already down 0-2, the College of the Holy Cross product. And Ranke, low fastball. Connor Cooney currently on a 5-game hitting streak, 10-game on-base streak. Was 1 for 5 in last night's game against Wisconsin Rapids, where the Dock Spiders played big spoilers to the Rafters, who just need to win that game last night to win the first half. But instead, lost and Green Bay won. So that means Green Bay won the first half of the Great Lakes West and will be one of the two playoff teams from the Great Lakes West. 2-2 from Ranke, and Cooney fouls it off. Off the high breaking ball by Brian Ranke. Richmond Spider. Two. Cooney thought about it, but held back, and the count is now full after being up 0-2. in the count for Brian Ranke. Now the payoff. And Cooney in the air into left. And that is corralled by Colby Wallace out there. Connor Cooney now 0 for 2. Only one total hit on the board still. That came off the bat of Colin Brigham, who will be one of the 3 batters at least in the 4th for the Woodchucks. And now Travis Strickler, the left fielder from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical, up for the 2nd time. And Birkeland stops that one behind the plate on the fastball, but it was low for ball 1 from Ranke. Ranke, a mid-80s guy with his fastball. His changeup in the upper 70s, and then his curveball lower 70s, even dips into the high 60s sometimes. 1-0. And there's an off-speed by Ranke for ball 2. (2-0) to Strickler. That one in there for strike 1 on the break on the fastball. Strickler on a 3-game hit streak. 1 for 5 last night against Wisconsin Rapids. Ground ball down the first base line. Played by Brigham, and the throw to Brian Ranke will not be in time. So that'll be the first hit of the game for the Dock Spiders. Good stop by Brigham down the first base line, but Travis Strickler a little too fast to try and beat out for the defense of the Woodchucks. And he's now at first base with 1 out as Teddy Dieters, the first baseman, steps in for the 2nd time. Teddy Dieters, the Maple Plain, Minnesota native, hits this one over to Christian Mitchell, who can't glove it and field it. And it looks like they're not even going to hesitate. They're going to call that a hit. So back-to-back singles by Strickler and Dieters has runners at first and second with 1 out here in the 3rd as the Dock Spiders are looking to put up the first run of the game for either side. Jared Heinzen, who is 0 for 0, or 0 for 1 rather, had the line out that started off the 2nd. (1-0) from Ranke. Hit down the left field line and fair. And Colby Wallace can't field it against the wall. And that is a 2 RBI double for Jared Heinzen. (2-0) Fond du Lac. As 3 straight hits have started the offense for the Dock Spiders against Brian Ranke. First pitch way outside to Jared Heinzen, or Parker Nolan rather. And he hits this one down to Colin Brigham at first base. And the throw over to Brian Ranke in time for out number 1. So Parker Nolan hits what kind of works like a sacrifice, putting Jared Heinzen at third base. But now Ranke will be looking to get out of the inning with a Fond du Lac lead of 2-0 only, as Parker Nolan, or Jared Heinzen rather, at third base. Jacob Anderson up for the 2nd time. Was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. And takes that one way inside on his fastball for ball 1 from Ranke. The Woodchucks have won every first game of 2-game sets against the Dock Spiders. Then Fond du Lac has won the second of 2. Ground ball down the third baseline. Nice play by Brent Witter, and he makes the throw to Colin Brigman in time. Had to play it on a very awkward hop and does so perfectly. And that had to be perfect in order to make the play. So Witter retires the side, but Fond du Lac adds 2 and leads at 2-0 here into the 4th on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, good to have you back on your game.
Yeah, well, I only got cancer so that you could tell people that, you shaved your head for solidarity and not because you're going bald.
Right. And I got a minivan to make your little moped look cool.
Okay. Well, couldn't have gotten through without you.
Love you, bro. I'm glad you're sticking around.
Oh, that means so much coming from Mom and Dad's second favorite.
Whatever.
Over 600,000 Americans are projected to die of cancer this year. 250,000 will likely battle muscular dystrophy. 5,000 may be diagnosed with ALS. But one person can become the difference. All it takes is you to help researchers improve the health of Wisconsinites by participating in the All of Us research program. Join today to feel the power of one.
To buy your own Woodchucks merchandise, visit the Woodshed at Athletic Park, or you can visit our website, www.woodchucks.com. Two-zero lead for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Only one hit on the board so far for the Woodchucks. As Amar Sengeg now into inning number 4 of work, and he has looked fantastic so far. Once again against the Woodchucks. As it'll be 3-4-5 here in the 4th for Wausau. Starting off with Mark Schallenberger, the Evansville ace. Schallenberger walked in his first at bat, and he hits this one way down the right field line. Powerful pull. If that stayed fair, that would have been long gone. Schallenberger, a very powerful bat. And Schallenberger takes the low breaking ball for ball 1. Just a little too ahead of it on the previous pitch. Pulled heavily down the right field line from Schallenberger. And he hits another one foul, so he's down 1-2 now. Schallenberger last year with the Woodchucks played in 32 games, hit 287, 35 hits, 4 doubles, 2 triples, 3 home runs, 27 RBIs, 17 walks, 22 runs, 4 stolen bases, had a .426 slugging percentage, 1-2. Outside and high on the fastball from Sengeg, 2-2 count. And Sengeg, the 2-2, drops in there, and Schallenberger swings and misses. And Sengeg has his 6th strikeout of the game already. Or his 7th, rather. Now, Colin Brigman was the only hit on the game for the Woodchucks up for the second time when he fouls off the first fastball thrown by Amar Sengeg for strike 1, does Brigman, the Oklahoma State Cowboy, who, like mentioned, now has 19 hits on the season. Was a late scratch to last night's game against Lakeshore. Takes a low breaking ball. A part of his 18 hits are 6 doubles and a home run. He has 10 RBIs as well. .316 batting average. 1-1. Brigman fouls off a high fastball, and the count is 1-2. 7 extra base hits in his last 10 games, as well as a 10-game hit streak for Colin Brigham. 1-2. Brigham swings and misses. Sengeg already has 8 strikeouts. And now Brent Witter looks to avoid a 1-2-3. Swings this one down the third baseline and foul. As Sengeg, looking for his third straight 1-2-3 inning, has retired the last 9 batters faced now, going back to the first. Already with 8 strikeouts and 3 2/3 pitched. Witter swings and misses. He's down 0-2. Witter, 1 of 8 strikeouts already for Sengeg. And the 0-2. Witter in the air into left center field and will be caught by Jared Heinzen. So it is indeed another 1-2-3 inning off the bats of the Woodchucks. And Fond du Lac stays up 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th here on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
Over 600,000 Americans are projected to die of cancer this year. 250,000 will likely battle muscular dystrophy. 5,000 may be diagnosed with ALS. But one person can become the difference. All it takes is you to help researchers improve the health of Wisconsinites by participating in the All of Us research program. Join today to feel the power of one.
To buy your own Woodchucks merchandise, visit the Woodshed at Athletic Park, or you can visit our website, www.woodchucks.com.
I'm so glad you and Jack are home. His birthday was supposed to be today, right, Mom?
That's right.
He wanted to meet me 8 weeks early.
He sure gave us a scare, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's so perfect. It's just you and me, Jack. Can I take him to show and tell?
We'll see.
Two 2-0 lead for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders here at Harry Baker Field as they'll look to try and increase the 2-0 lead. Only 1 hit through 4 full innings pitched for Amar Sengeg, and he has 8 strikeouts. He is dealing against these Woodchucks who have only scored 3 runs in 2 full games here at Harry Baker Field so far this season. And still looking for the first win on the road against Fond du Lac. 1-0 to Lorenzo Rios. And make that 2-0. Renke missing outside on the fastball. Brock Moss was hoping for at least 4 innings out of Renke today, as he's into a 4th inning of work. And the breaking ball drops in there for strike 1. Lorenzo Rios was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Was one of the bases loaded stranded in the second. 2-1. Missing low on the fastball. 3-1. Rios awaits the 3-1. Ground ball down to Colin Brigham at first base. and he'll make the play himself at the bag. Taps on it for out number 1. And Rios down for the first time today, which will bring up Jack Gorman from Presbyterian College. Jack Gorman, the right-handed hitting batter, who popped into the infield in his first at-bat, up for the second time against Ranke today. First pitch, down the third baseline and foul, as he was waiting on the breaking ball by Ranke. Brian Ranke, the 6'1", 210 left-hander. Richmond Spider, 0-1. Breaking ball drops in there for strike 2 to Gorman. And now the 0-2 between Ranke and Gorman. Gorman fouls off the inside fastball. Ranke, one of the nicest guys you'll meet. Genuine guy. I cannot say one bad thing about him. He is one really, really good dude. 0-2. And Gorman takes it low and outside on the off speed. One, two. Ranke goes breaking ball, but it misses outside. And now it's 2-2 count between himself and Jack Gorman here in the bottom of the 4th. Two. Gorman down the right field line, but that one goes foul as well, so he stays alive. We do got some loosening up going on in the bullpen of the Woodchucks. Two. Gorman way in the air into foul territory and will not be playable for either Brent Witter or Colby Wallace. So he stays alive again at 2-2. It looks like warming up in the pen for the Woodchucks is Colin Murphy, if I'm not mistaken. Number 14, who will be coming in for a second time, if that is what Brock Moss is going to do. 2-2 again to Gorman. Gorman fouls that one off. The Presbyterian College man staying well alive here against Brian Ranke. Not trying to go down. 2-2. Gorman in the air, deep in the left field. And it's off the wall. Jack Gorman is into second base. Second double of the game for the Dock Spiders. The Dock Spiders, a team the Woodchucks went 5-7 against a season ago. As now up to bat will be Graydon West, but first, Brock Moss is going to come out to the pitching mound. And signal for what's more than likely going to be a pitching change, I imagine. Brock Moss is just going out there to talk. It looks like I don't have a pitcher coming out. Or no, we do have a pitcher coming out of the pen for the Woodchucks, unless if he's just kind of getting a precautionary single. And yes, he will be making the change. And we'll have a new pitcher in the game who will be making his first appearance of the season. It'll be Isaiah Piscitello, the new pitcher from Brighton Stratton in Wisconsin. We'll introduce him when we come back here on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
I'm so glad you and Jack are home. His birthday was supposed to be today, right, Mom?
That's right.
He wanted to meet me 8 weeks early.
He sure gave us a scare, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's so perfect. It's just you and me, Jack Jack. Can I take him to show and tell?
We'll see.
The savings are heating up this summer at Cellcom. Save up to $300 on the top phones from our most iconic brands. Plus, save $150 on all connected tablets, smartwatches, and cameras. Keep kids busy this summer with a tablet. Track your steps with a smartwatch, or monitor your cabin with a camera. Now, unlimited data is more affordable than ever with our single unlimited plan. Offering unlimited data for only $29.95 per month for just one line. Visit cellcom.com/save for details.
Don't miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
Brian Reinke's day over after 3 1/3 innings pitched, allowing 2 runs on 4 hits, and into the game comes the Bryant and Stratton College product and Wisconsin Isaiah Piscitello for the first time this season. And fun fact, he is a native of Wausau, Wisconsin. So staying to play for his hometown Chucks here in the second half of the season, and he inherits Jack Gorman at second base after the double he hit, which nearly escaped the ballpark. He's facing off against Graydon West, the third baseman. Piscitello, first pitch fastball into the air into left center, or right center rather, and making the play in right field is Mark Schallenberger for out number 1. So Isaiah Piscitello's first pitch of the summer is an out, a fly out, thanks to Mark Schallenberger. Piscitello coming off a spring where he had made 15 appearances with 1 start with Bryant and Stratton College, 1-1 record with 4 saves, a 3.76 earned run average, 26 and a third innings pitched, 37 strikeouts, 26 hits, 13 runs, 11 earned, 12 walks. And he's facing off against the top of the order in Connor Cooney, looking for out number 3 here. And first pitch, breaking ball, high and outside from the right-handed Piscitello. Just finished up his sophomore season with Bryant and Stratton. 1-0, fouled off on a fastball. So far, it's been upper 90s on the upper 80s rather, on the fastball for Piscitello. And the 1-1 to Connor Cooney is 0-for-2 so far. Outside slider, 2-1. Isaiah Piscitello looking to end the inning, keep this a 2-0 ball game. 2-1 to Cooney. Outside fastball, 3-1 count now. So as we wait the 3-1 from Piscitello, Connor Cooney, the College of the Holy Cross man, still dealing with Jack Gorman at second base. 3-1. Piscitello delivers outside on the breaking ball, and that is a walk. Connor Cooney on for the first time in the game, and Piscitello allows his first base runner of the season in Connor Cooney. Travis Strickler comes to the plate for the second time. 0 for 1, or 1 for 2 rather. And a run scored. Piscitello in there on the breaking ball for strike 1. Runners on first and second here in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0. Fastball in there for strike 2. 89 miles per hour rather. We're not driving, we're playing baseball. Piscitello. The pitch swung and missed at by Strickler. And Piscitello strikes out Strickler on 3 pitches. Picks up his first strikeout after allowing his first walk, and the game stays 2-0 Fond du Lac through 4 full here at Harry Baker Field. We'll be back for the 5th on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, good to have you back on your game.
Yeah, well, I only got cancer so that you could tell people that, you shaved your head for solidarity and not because you're going bald.
Right. And I got a minivan to make your little moped look cool.
Okay. Well, couldn't have gotten through without you.
Love you, bro. I'm glad you're sticking around.
Oh, that means so much coming from Mom and Dad's second favorite.
Whatever.
Over 600,000 Americans are projected to die of cancer this year. 250,000 will likely battle muscular dystrophy. 5,000 may be diagnosed with ALS. But one person can become the difference. All it takes is you to help researchers improve the health of Wisconsinites by participating in the All of Us research program. Join today to feel the power of one.
To buy your own Woodchucks merchandise, visit the Woodshed at Athletic Park, or you can visit our website, www.woodchucks.com. Amar Sengeg out there for inning number 5 of work, facing off against 6, 7, 8 in order for the Woodchucks, starting with Colby Wallace, who is one of 8 strikeouts so far for Amar Sengeg. And first pitch off speed low for ball 1 from Sengeg, who only came into this game with 21 strikeouts on the season and already has 8 through 4 full innings pitched here today. 1-1 to Wallace. And the breaking ball clips the outer half of the strike zone. Wallace down 1-2, looking to avoid it being struck out for the second time today. 1-2. Same exact pitch, but this time just a little more outside. Two. Wallace takes it outside again on a fastball, and the count is full. Like mentioned, Colby Wallace last night, a single, a double, and a triple against the Lakeshore Chinooks. Had 2 doubles in the series overall. Payoff, and he swings and misses. I've said that a little too much today. Drew Berkland up for the second time, and he is one of 9 strikeouts now for Amar Sengeg, and he's already down 0-1. Make that 0-2 on the fastball that clips the lower part of the strike zone. Drew Berkland. Wayzata, Minnesota. And he swings and misses. Strikeout number 10 of the day for Amar Sengeg. And back-to-back strikeouts here in the fifth. Amar Sengeg is one strikeout away from more than doubling his season total. Or, I guess what I meant to say was one strikeout away from throwing more than half of what he has all season to this point. In what is now his 7th start. But it's already a 2-0 count to Brennan Holt, the 8-hitter from Oklahoma State, the Baton Rouge, Louisiana native. Transferred to Oklahoma State from LSU. Holt way in the air down the right field line into foul territory and is not playable for Teddy Dieters. So it'll just be strike one instead of out number 3. Brennan Holt last night double and a triple, his first 2 extra base hits of the season. He was leading off as opposed to hitting in the bottom 3 in the order, which he's used to. First time he was hitting at the top of the order this season. And he's looking to keep the inning alive. 2-1. And the break and the off speed drops in there for strike 2. 2-2 count now. Amar Sengeg is what you would literally call the definition of dealing so far today. You just got to tip your cap to him. 2-2. Holt down the left field line into playable territory, though, and making the grab is Travis Strickler for out number 3. And that is now the 4th straight 1-2-3 inning for the Dock Spiders on defense. And the score remains 2-0 here. You're listening to Woodchucks Baseball on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
Over 600,000 Americans are projected to die of cancer this year. 250,000 will likely battle muscular dystrophy. 5,000 may be diagnosed with ALS. But one person can become the difference. All it takes is you to help researchers improve the health of Wisconsinites by participating in the All of Us research program. Join today to feel the power of one.
To buy your own Woodchucks merchandise, visit the Woodshed at Athletic Park, or you can visit our website, www.woodchucks.com.
I'm so glad you and Jack are home. His birthday was supposed to be today, right, Mom?
That's right.
He wanted to meet me 8 weeks early.
He sure gave us a scare, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's so perfect. It's just you and me, Jack. Can I take him to show and tell?
We'll see.
Isaiah Pichatello into his first full inning of work as he'll face off against 3-4-5 in the order here in the 5th for the Dock Spiders. It's still 2-0 Fond du Lac here from Harry Baker Field. Pichatello facing off against Teddy Dieters. First pitch breaking well outside for ball 1. As Pichatello will look to keep up the solid work so far after getting the 2 outs, allowing 1 base runner in the 4th. Struck out Travis Strickler and made Graydon West fly out. It's a 2-0 count to Teddy Dieters, though. And that one also misses outside on a breaking ball. 3-0 count now. Dieter's 1 for 2 with a run. And he's 1 ball away already from a second on base appearance. Piscitello, the 3-0. And that one right down the middle on a fastball for strike 1. So now a 3-1 count. As Piscitello looking to not allow another base runner here. 3-1. Piscitello in there on a breaking ball. Nice pitch from Piscitello. So far it's been fastball and slider. And the count is full to Dieters. Payoff. No outs. Breaking ball in there for strike 3. Nice pitch by Isaiah Piscitello. Sliding curve. That just dropped in there for strike 3. Beautiful. And Teddy Dieters goes down looking after being up 3-0 on the count. And that, folks, is what you call battling and competing on every pitch. Well done, Isaiah Piscitello there, as Jared Heinzen comes to the plate for the 3rd time. And Heinzen fouls off the first pitch fastball by Piscitello. He's 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI double he hit back in the 3rd, which is the 2 runs on the board for either side in this game. 0-1. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. Piscitello finding command with that pitch. Heinzen, the UW Parkside man, facing off against the Brighton Stratton man. Breaking ball just misses inside. Piscitello tried to get him to bite on it, but it didn't work, and that is ball 1. Piscitello, brand new guy for the second half for Wausau. Playing his first game, making his first appearance in his first game. 1-2. Fastball, swing and a miss. 3 straight strikeouts for Isaiah Piscitello. And he'll be looking to go 1-2-3 here. And he's now facing off against Parker Noland. Noland fouls off the fastball by Piscitello. Noland 0 for 1 with a walk. Was the first walk allowed by Brian Reinke. And Piscitello 0-1. In there for strike 2 on a changeup. First changeup we've seen from Piscitello. So now he's got Parker Noland down 0-2. And he's looking for a 1-2-3 inning. The 0-2. Breaking ball just misses outside. Already with 3 strikeouts. And what is now 1 1/3 pitched. 1-2. Way outside in the fastball and low. 2-2 counts. So Piscitello will look to retire the side. 2-2. Breaking ball just missing outside and just barely missing outside. So now the count is full. Parker Noland staying patient. And he has taken the last 3 pitches all for balls. Payoff. 2 outs. Piscitello. Fastball upside, up and high. And that is a 2-out walk allowed to Parker Noland. He's been walked for the 2nd time in the game. So the Woodchucks do not go 1-2-3 here in the 5th. And the inning stays alive for Jacob Anderson, who is 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch. Jacob Anderson, the Michigan State Spartan. a native of Oakland, Michigan. First pitch from Pichatello way inside, and it clipped the elbow pad of Anderson. So he has been hit by pitches twice, but it technically hasn't even hit his body. One grazed his jersey, and then it just barely clipped his elbow pad. So now runners on first and second as Ross Davis is going to go out there and talk to Pichatello. Pichatello, like mentioned, coming in from Bryant and Stratton College, wearing number 4 for the Woodchucks. One of the many new pitchers coming into the bullpen for the second half. The one win he picked up this season came against Blackhawk College on April 2nd, or Blackhawk College Moline. He picked up 8 strikeouts in a May 6th matchup against Kankakee Community College. That's also the one start he had this past season. Won a season-high 5 full innings that game as well. He had 7 strikeouts against Elgin Community College on April 7th. No hits allowed on March 1st in an outing. And then also had 5 different no-walk outings. But he has 2 walks already on the day so far as Lorenzo Rios steps in for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch. Pichatello stepping off. Disengagement. And first pitch to Lorenzo Rios. Breaking ball, strike 1. Lorenzo Rios, the catcher from Presbyterian College. The 0-1 from Pichatello. Fastball low and outside. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th and a lead of 2-0 for Fond du Lac. 1-1 from Pichatello to Rios. Breaking ball, strike 2. Really good command with that sliding curveball so far. One, 2. Fastball grounded over to Brent Witter, and he will make an easy throw over to Colin Brigham for out number 3. Lorenzo Rios grounds out, and that will end the 5th, and Fond du Lac still lead to 2-0 here on this 4th of July matchup between the Woodchucks and the Dock Spiders. Looking for some fireworks on offense are the Woodchucks, as Amar Senge will head back out there for inning number 6 when we return on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
Don't miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
The savings are heating up this summer at Cellcom. Save up to $300 on the top phones from our most iconic brands. Plus, save $150 on all connected tablets, smartwatches, and cameras. Keep kids busy this summer with a tablet, track your steps with a smartwatch, or monitor your cabin with a camera. Now, unlimited data is more affordable than ever with our single unlimited plan, offering unlimited data for only $29.95 per month for just one line. Visit cellcom.com/save for details.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, good to have you back on your game.
Yeah, well, you know, I only got cancer so that you could tell people that, you shaved your head for solidarity and not because you're going bald.
Right. And I got a minivan to make your little moped look cool.
Okay. Well, couldn't have gotten through without you.
Love you, bro. I'm glad you're sticking around.
Oh, that means so much coming from Mom and Dad's second favorite.
Whatever.
Top of the 6th inning here from Hare Baker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, as Brady Jurgilla will be the man who leads it off for the Woodchucks against Amar Sengeg. First pitch, Jurgilla in the air into center field. Connor Cooney's tracking it and grabs it. Jurgilla down for the second time today. Woodchucks only still with one hit on the board. And Amar Sengeg has not let up a base runner since the first inning. He has gone 5 straight 1-2-3 innings. Or 4 straight, rather, 1-2-3 innings, but retired 14 straight batters for the Woodchucks as Dalton Pearson steps in for the third time. This is where Dalton Pearson has to come through for Wausau. 1-0 from Sengeg. Pearson on the ground, short little hopper back to Sengeg. And the throw to Dieters nearly gets away from the first baseman, but Pearson thrown out at the bag, and he is now 0 for 3. 15 straight retired batters by Amar Sengeg. As Brock Moss is going to have a little offensive conference with Christian Mitchell before he heads up to bat. The Central Michigan man making his first start of the summer for the Woodchucks. He's 0 for 2 with 2 of the 10 strikeouts for Amar Sengeg. As we are just about an hour and a half into this game. Here in the top of the 6th. Tomorrow night, it'll be a 6:35 p.m. first pitch between these Dock Spiders and the Woodchucks. Right back at Athletic Park, and you'll be able to listen to my call on the Northwoods League Baseball Network. This is the final game of 4 on the road for Wausau. As first game of the second half at home tomorrow night. And this being the first of 4 times the Woodchucks will be back here at Hare Baker Field, which includes a doubleheader 2 weeks from tomorrow. As Christian Mitchell already down 0-2 to Sengeg after 2 breaking balls. And the 0-2. Mitchell fouls that one off and stays just alive off the low off-speed pitch. Woodchucks have not had a base runner since the first inning in Mark Schallenberger. 0-2. Mitchell in the air, into center field. Connor Cooney grabs it. And that is the 5th straight 1-2-3 inning for Amar Sengeg in the defense of the Dock Spiders. Still 2-0 Fond du Lac. Welcome back for the bottom of the 6th here on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
I'm so glad you and Jack are home. His birthday was supposed to be today, right, Mom?
That's right.
He wanted to meet me 8 weeks early.
He sure gave us a scare, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's so perfect. It's just you and me, Jack. Can I take him to show and tell?
We'll see.
The savings are heating up this summer at Cellcom. Save up to $300 on the top phones from our most iconic brands. Plus, save $150 on all connected tablets, smartwatches, and cameras. Keep kids busy this summer with a tablet, track your steps with a smartwatch, or monitor your cabin with a camera. Now, unlimited data is more affordable than ever with our single unlimited plan. Offering unlimited data for only $29.95 per month for just one line. Visit cellcom.com/save for details.
Don't miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
Isaiah Pichatello goes 1 2/3, and his day is over after striking out 3 and only allowing 3 base runners. And coming into the game is Andalo Santangelo, the Towson Tiger, after Pichatello does not allow a hit either. His 3 base runners were 2 walks and a hit by pitch. But Santangelo, the Telluride, Colorado native, coming in for what is now the 10th time. He has a 1-1 record with 1 save and 11.25 ERA, 2.63 walks and hits per innings pitched rate. Has gone 6 2/3 total innings so far this season out of the Woodchucks bullpen. Struck out 8, allowed 14 hits, 12 runs, 10 earned. Has walked 7 and has an opposing batting average of .378. He comes in trying to hold the Woodchucks to the top of the 7th, but with a deficit of only 2 runs still. And he's facing off against 8-9 then top, starting with Jack Gorman, who hit a double in his last at bat against Brian Ranke. First pitch, hit way in the air by Gorman. Colin Brighamman is watching it and catches it in foul territory. Jack Gorman down off the first pitch he sees from Santangelo, and the first pitch in general from Santangelo. And now the third baseman, Graydon West, comes to the plate. Woodchucks have not had a 1-2-3 inning since the first, when they went through the order in order of 1-2-3. As Santangelo facing off now against Graydon West. First pitch off speed for ball 1. Santangelo 1-0. West ground ball over to Christian Mitchell. And Mitchell, the throw to Brighamman in time for out number 2. So now 2 up, 2 down here for Santangelo here in the 6th. As Connor Cooney in the top of the order will go through for the 4th time in the game. Cooney 0 for 2 with a walk. Like mentioned, currently on a 5-game hit streak. First pitch from Santangelo, high fastball. Santangelo usually upper 80s numbers with the fastball and then low 80s, high 70s with the off speed. Mostly a fastball changeup pitcher. 1-0. Low fastball outside for ball 2. (2-0). And the breaking ball drops low. 3-0 count to Cooney, who already extended his 10-game on-base streak to 11. 3-0 from Santangelo, in there for strike 1 on a fastball. Hit .279 with the College of the Holy Cross this past season, posting 48 hits, 8 doubles, and a home run. 3-1. And that one in there for strike 2 on a changeup. 3-2 with 2 outs. Santangelo looking to go 1-2-3. Woodchucks have had a couple different chances at 1-2-3 innings, but have allowed a 2-out base runner. 3-2. Connor Cooney swings and misses, and Santangelo picks up the strikeout on the changeup. And that is the first 1-2-3 since the first for the Woodchucks on defense, and the score stays 2-0 through 6 here at Harry Baker Field. This is Woodchucks Baseball on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
Don't miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
The savings are heating up this summer at Cellcom. Save up to $300 on the top phones from our most iconic brands. Plus, save $150 on all connected tablets, smartwatches, and cameras. Keep kids busy this summer with a tablet. Track your steps with a smartwatch, or monitor your cabin with a camera. Now, unlimited data is more affordable than ever with our single unlimited plan. offering unlimited data for only $29.95 per month for just one line. Visit cellcom.com/save for details.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, good to have you back on your game.
Yeah, well, I only got cancer so that you could tell people that, you shaved your head for solidarity and not because you're going bald.
Right. And I got a minivan to make your little moped look cool.
Okay. Well, couldn't have gotten through without you.
Love you, bro. I'm glad you're sticking around.
Oh, that means so much coming from Mom and Dad's second favorite.
Whatever.
Omar Sengeg into his 7th inning of work. His longest outing so far this season was 6 1/3 against who else but these Woodchucks, where he actually picked up the loss in the 3-1 combined no-hitter that the Woodchucks threw against the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders back on June 4th. That was 7 hitless innings with 12 strikeouts from Ethan Pecco. And now Mark Schallenberger leads off the 7th here. Sengeg kind of returning the favor so far from that no-hitter loss against the Woodchucks, as he has 10 strikeouts in 6 full innings so far with only 1 hit allowed. Nearly doing as good as Pecco did that day, but he's allowed 2 base runners instead of just 1 for Pecco. 1-0. 1-1 to Schallenberger, who hits this one down the left field line. And it is at the wall, and making the grab at the warning track is Travis Strickler. Mark Schallenberger tried to push one down the left field line, but could not get all of it, and it stays in the ballpark. And that is now another batter retired by Sengeg. What's new? 17 straight retired batters. As Colin Brigham steps to the plate. The 1 hit was off his bat today for the Woodchucks. (1-0) to Brigham, and he swings and misses off the changeup by Sengeg. Sengeg, who was 0-1 in 5 appearances with UT Dallas this past season. 1-1, hit into the air into left field again by Brigham. Travis Strickler catches it. 2 up, 2 down. Gave up 13 runs, 8 earned, 12 hits this past season at UT Dallas, which is only his freshman season. But he's had a very good start to this Northwoods League season. Brent Witter into right field. And looking at that one is Jared Heinzen, and he grabs it. 6th straight 1-2-3 inning for Omar Sengeg and the Dock Spiders. You're listening to Woodchucks Baseball on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
I'm so glad you and Jack are home. His birthday was supposed to be today, right, Mom?
That's right.
He wanted to meet me 8 weeks early.
He sure gave us a scare, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's so perfect. It's just you and me, Jack. Can I take him to show and tell?
We'll see.
The savings are heating up this summer at Cellcom. Save up to $300 on the top phones from our most iconic brands. Plus, save $150 on all connected tablets, smartwatches, and cameras. Keep kids busy this summer with a tablet, track your steps with a smartwatch, or monitor your cabin with a camera. Now, unlimited data is more affordable than ever with our single unlimited plan, offering unlimited data for only $29.95 per month for just one line. Visit cellcom.com/save for details.
Don't miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
Angelo Santangelo into his second full inning of work, as he'll be starting off facing off against Travis Strickler, the left-handed batting Embry-Riddle Aeronautical product. First pitch fastball outside from Santangelo, who went 1-2-3 against the Dock Spiders in the sixth, having himself a nice inning. Woodchucks pitching have pretty much done all they can do so far, besides allowing those 2 runs off the 2 RBI double by Jared Heinzen in the second, or the third inning rather. One from Santangelo to Strickler. And the changeup in there for strike 2. Strickler 1 for 3, singled and scored a run back in the third. And Santangelo looking for his 4th straight retired batter. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, but it looks like Strickler just got his bat on it. Foul tipped it off. So he stays alive at 1-2. It's a nice breaking ball by Santangelo. Try the 1-2 again. Strickler right back towards Santangelo, and he will make the play in time at first. Went off his foot. He had to sprint toward it in the infield and just pitch it over to Colin Brigman at first in time for out number 1. Santangelo's past season at Towson made 19 appearances with 2 starts, a 1-1 record, 7.33 ERA, 2.1 whip, and 23 1/3 innings pitched. Struck out 22, gave up 29 hits, 23 runs, 19 earned. And the first pitch breaking ball by Teddy Dieters. He came through on a half swing. He walked 20 batters and an opposing batting average of .309, did Santangelo. 0-1 to Dieters. Dieters fouls off the fastball. He's down 0-2. Won a season-high 3 innings pitched on March 25th against Charleston. 4 strikeouts on May 9th against Maryland, Baltimore County. 6 no-hit appearances, 5 no-walk appearances, and a pretty significant thing to say is he went to IMG Academy for high school baseball his junior and senior year. As going right at him with the changeup is Santangelo. Dieters fouls it off, though, down 0-2. The off-speed just misses. Like mentioned, this is Santangelo's 10th appearance with the Woodchucks. All have come out of the bullpen. The Towson Tiger from Telluride, Colorado. 1-2. On the ground. Chopped to Brent Witter. And the throw to Brigham in. He got the bag. And that is 2 up, 2 down here in the 7th for the defense of the Woodchucks. Santangelo has retired the first 5 batters face. The Woodchucks have already been shut out once here at Harry Baker Field earlier this season. It was a 1-0 win on Father's Day for Fond du Lac. Looking to avoid that same thing happening today. They'll have 6 more outs to score at least 1 run as Santangelo goes breaking ball, but it misses just outside. 1-0. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th as Jared Heinzen, the man that's responsible for both runs today for the Dock Spiders, up to the plate for the 4th time. 1 for 3 with a 2 RBI double back in the 3rd. Like I mentioned, he is the man responsible for both the runs combined from either side. 1-1. Swing and a miss on a changeup by Santangelo, and Heinzen down 1-2. The Dock Spiders finish off the first half going 4-2. Won 4 of their final 6 games, including playing spoiler to these Woodchucks and the Wisconsin Rapids Raptors, as Heinzen swings and misses at the breaking ball, and Berkland will throw it over to Brighaman for out number 3. And Santangelo has just retired the side and picks up his 2nd strikeout. He's gone 6 up, 6 down. Very good outing so far from Santangelo. definitely his best outing of the season so far, and it's still 2-0 into the eighth here. You're listening to Woodchucks Baseball on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, good to have you back on your game.
Yeah, well, you know, I only got cancer so that you could tell people that, you shaved your head for solidarity and not because you're going bald.
Right. And I got a minivan to make your little moped look cool.
Okay. Well, couldn't have gotten through without you.
Love you, bro. I'm glad you're sticking around.
Oh, that means so much coming from Mom and Dad's second favorite.
Whatever.
Over 600,000 Americans are projected to die of cancer this year. 250,000 will likely battle muscular dystrophy. 5,000 may be diagnosed with ALS. But one person can become the difference. All it takes is you to help researchers improve the health of Wisconsinites by participating in the All of Us research program. Join today to feel the power of one.
To buy your own Woodchucks merchandise, visit the Woodshed at Athletic Park, or you can visit our website, www.woodchucks.com. Amar Sengeg is into his 8th inning of work now after going 6 straight 1-2-3 innings, and Colby Wallace, who is 0 for 2, up for just the 3rd time in the game in the 8th, and that's how you know it's not going well for one team on offense if he's only up for the 3rd time in the 8th inning of the game. 0-1 from Sengeg. Outside fastball. There is someone warming up in the bullpen for the Dock Spiders. This is a right-hander, as Mason Hill also went 8 innings against the Woodchucks here on Saturday night. 8 full innings, only allowing 6 hits and 2 runs while striking out 8. So back-to-back incredible outings by the starters for the Dock Spiders in games against the Woodchucks here at Hare-Baker Field. And Sengeg seeing these Woodchucks for the 3rd time this season and doing really well against them once again. 2-2 to Colby Wallace. Wallace takes high on the fastball and the count is full. Sengeg has not allowed a base runner since the 1st inning. And the 3-2 to Colby Wallace. Wallace in the air. And it's in foul territory, and Lorenzo Rios makes the grab right behind home plate. For another batter retired for Sengeg. Still only 1 hit in the game. Drew Berkland up for the 3rd time. And he hits this one into the shallow outfield, and making a diving grab is second baseman Jacob Anderson. He did not catch it, actually. He dropped it. He dropped the ball. He did not catch it, so that is the first base runner allowed by Amar Sengeg since the 1st inning. Drew Berkland 1-out single here in the 8th, and the offense is finally starting to work here for the Woodchucks. Drew Berkland hits a blooper single into right field. Amar Sengeg only allows his 2nd hit of the game. As Brennan Holt steps to the plate. Holt puts down a bunt to try to put it down the 3rd base line, which would have certainly advanced Berkland to 2nd. Brennan Holt 0 for 2. 0-1 from Sengeg. Holt takes it low. An off-speed pitch. 1-1 between Holt and Sengeg. And Holt takes off-speed in there for strike two. 1-2 count. Here in the top of the eighth with Brady Jurgella on deck. The other Minnesota Golden Gopher in the lineup. And we're going to have a timeout called by Brennan Holt as he looks like he caught something in his eye. So he'll have to adjust himself real fast and then step back into the batter's box. 1-2. Sengeg delivers just outside on the changeup. 2-2 as Brennan Holt looks to keep the offense moving for Wausau. And Brennan Holt does come around on the swing, I guess. I did not think he came through, but he did, and he has struck out. So that's the 11th strikeout of the game for Amar Sengeg. Brady Jurgella swings this one down into right field, and stopping at second is Drew Berkland, but Jurgella picks up the second single of the inning and keeps it moving. Offense is alive for Wausau, as Doug Coe might have seen enough from Sengeg, and he's going to single to the bullpen. Amar Sengeg's day is over, and what an incredible day for Amar Sengeg it was, going 7 2/3, striking out 11 and only allowing 3 total hits as the right-hander's coming into the game. We'll introduce him when we come back on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
Don't miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
The savings are heating up this summer at Cellcom. Save up to $300 on the top phones from our most iconic brands. Plus, save $150 on all connected tablets, smartwatches, and cameras. Keep kids busy this summer with a tablet, track your steps with a smartwatch, or monitor your cabin with a camera. Now, unlimited data is more affordable than ever with our single unlimited plan, offering unlimited data for only $29.95 per month for just one line. Visit cellcom.com/save for details.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, good to have you back on your game.
Yeah, well, you know, I only got cancer so that you could tell people that, you shaved your head for solidarity and not because you're going bald.
Right. And I got a minivan to make your little moped look cool.
Okay. Well, couldn't have gotten through without you.
Love you, bro. I'm glad you're sticking around.
Oh, that means so much coming from Mom and Dad's second favorite.
Whatever.
Welcome back to the Woodchucks Baseball Network. New pitcher in the game for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders is Zach Silfies. In his last outing came against these Woodchucks. Came into the bases loaded situation and walked Jake Baker, which was the winning run of the night for the Woodchucks. Pearson into left field on a line, and Brock Moss is going to hold up Drew Berkland. Very good play by Travis Strickler in left to make sure the bases stay loaded. But Dalton Pearson picks up his first hit of the night, and it's a hit that puts runners on every bag for the Woodchucks as Pearson picks up what is the 36th hit of the season for Christian Mitchell. And Christian Mitchell looking for his first hit as a Woodchuck this summer. Mitchell takes outside on the breaking ball by Silfies, who's coming in for the 10th time, 3-0 record, 1 save, 14 and 2/3 innings pitched, has allowed 15 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned. 1-0 to Mitchell. Mitchell swings and misses on the breaking ball outside. Has walked 4, struck out 22, has an ERA of 3.68 and a whip of 1.3 does Silfies. And the Woodchucks with the best chance of the night to try and get this game closer than a 2-run deficit. He came in for 2/3 of an inning against the Woodchucks in a 2-1 loss on Friday night for the Dock Spiders. Woodchucks winning that one at Athletic Park. Gave up 1 hit, struck out 2, and a walk. That walk being what drove in Jake Baker to take the 2-1 lead. Mitchell takes outside. The loss was given to Sebastian Guzman because of the fact that the run was earned to him. 3-1 to Mitchell. Silfies misses low and inside, and it's a 2-1 game. The Woodchucks score their first run of the night as Mitchell heads on over to first base. Silfies walks in a run. Andrew Berklin. And the offense is alive for the Woodchucks as they only trail by 1 now. Mark Schallenberger comes to the plate with 2 outs. 0 for 2 with that walk in the first was the first base runner allowed of the game by Amar Sengeg. First pitch to Schallenberger from Silfies. And that is a hanging breaking ball that probably pretty lucky Schallenberger didn't try to swing at that one. Schallenberger has a very powerful bat. 0-1. Silfies drops in another breaking ball, but it's high. Silfies, the Elizabethtown College product from Palmerton, Pennsylvania. 6'3", 185, right-hander. 1-1 to Schallenberger. Schallenberger on the ground, grounded, and into the glove of second baseman Jacob Anderson. He makes the play to Teddy Dieters. The Woodchucks leave bases loaded, stranded. And it is a 2-1 game now as the Woodchucks will look to hold the lead into the 9th as Cole Henschel will come into the game to pitch for Wassa, the left-hander from the University of Richmond. We'll be back to introduce him on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
Don't miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
The savings are heating up this summer at Cellcom. Save up to $300 on the top phones from our most iconic brands. Plus, save $150 on all connected tablets, smartwatches, and cameras. Keep kids busy this summer with a tablet. Track your steps with a smartwatch or monitor your cabin with a camera. Now, unlimited data is more affordable than ever with our single unlimited plan. Offering unlimited data for only $29.95 per month for just 1 line. Visit cellcom.com/save for details.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, good to have you back on your game.
Yeah, well, you know, I only got cancer so that you could tell people that, you shaved your head for solidarity and not because you're going bald.
Right. And I got a minivan to make your little moped look cool.
Okay. Well, couldn't have gotten through without you.
Love you, bro. I'm glad you're sticking around.
Oh, that means so much coming from Mom and Dad's second favorite.
Whatever.
Top or bottom of the 8th inning coming your way here on the Woodchucks Baseball Network. Will Charlton, happy to be with you on this 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. Happy you're joining us on this Tuesday evening as the Woodchucks trail at 2-1 after scoring their first run of the game off a walked-in scored run from Drew Berkland. So an RBI given to Christian Mitchell. And Cole Henschel comes into the ballgame, the pitcher from the University of Richmond, the Pine Bush, New York native. 1-0 to Parker Nolan outside on a fastball, 2-0. Cole Henschel coming in for the seventh time. He's 1-1 with one save, a 5.14 ERA, 2.0 walks and hits per innings pitched rate, 7 full innings pitched, 2-0. And now Parker Nolan up 3-0 after Cole Henschel misses high with a fastball. He struck out 13, allowed 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 7 walks, and has an opposing batting average of .269. 3-0 from Henschel. That one in there for strike 1, a fastball. Henschel, the left-hander, coming in for the first time in what's actually quite a bit. 3-1 to Parker Nolan. And that's low and inside. Or outside, rather, and that's a leadoff walk here in the 8th as the Dock Spiders will look to answer the 1 run scored by the Woodchucks. Cole Henschel coming in for the first time since June 24th against the Kokomo Jackrabbits, which was 2 Saturdays ago now. And he's facing off against Jacob Anderson, lefty-righty matchup, and that hit Jacob Anderson. He's been hit for the 3rd time today. Cole Henschel in that outing against Kokomo only went a third of an inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, it was earned, and walked 2. His control just did not seem up to par in that game, as the Woodchucks entered the 9th inning of that one up 5-4. Lorenzo Rios thought about bunt, pulled it back, and then took fastball for strike 1 from Henschel. Runners on first and second for the Dock Spiders. Both teams with 4 hits. It's a 2-1 lead for Fond du Lac. 0-1. Rios takes fastball just outside from Henschel. Pulls the bunt back again. 1-1. Rios probably going to lay the bunt down. The infield's ready for it. And stepping off the mound is Cole Henschel. And that'll be a disengagement. One. Rios puts the bunt down, and it hits Drew Berkland in the back. It was fouled off as well. So it'll be a 1-2 count. So now Rios can't put the bunt down. Because if he does and he fouls it off, he's out with 2 strikes. So it'll be a 1-2 count instead. Henschel looking for the first out of the 8th here. And the breaking ball gets way away from Berkland behind the plate. Went around the body of Lorenzo Rios. And both runners advance. Parker Nolan now at third and Jacob Anderson at second with no outs and a double play ball out of effect. 2-2 count now between Henschel and Lorenzo Rios. Henschel's 1 win came against the Lakeshore Chinooks this season. As Lorenzo Rios goes down looking on a fastball by Cole Henschel. And that is the first out of the 8th here. That 1 win he picked up was on the road to start the road trip for the Woodchucks, that 6-game road trip. They won that one 9-5 in extra innings. Cole Henschel went 2 full, allowing 2 hits, no runs, striking out 4 in 9 batters faced. As Jack Gorman will look to give Fond du Lac a little more breathing room into the 9th. Henschel, first pitch to Gorman. Inside. Gets away from Berkland, but Parker Nolan staying at third base. One more out is crucial for the Woodchucks here. Gorman, 1 for 3 with one of 2 doubles today. Two of 4 hits are doubles for the Dock Spiders. 1-0. Gorman up the middle, and that will potentially score both runs as Pearson will just throw it to second base, and that is a 2 RBI single by Jack Gorman. And it's 4-1 Fond du Lac. So now they have increased the margin well in the 8th, scoring 2 more runs. Henschel, first pitch to Graydon West as Drew Berkland's throw is into center field, and West tripped at second base, so he couldn't go to third. But as he is into second safely is Jack Gorman. One-0. This one hit into center field on the line. Dalton Pearson makes the grab for out number 2 of Graydon West. And West down for the 4th time. He's now 0 for 4 as Connor Cooney, who is 0 for 3 with a walk, up for the 5th time. And still at second base is Jack Gorman with 2 outs here. Woodchucks will need at least 3 when they come back out for the 9th. Henschel goes inside. Ball gets away from Berkland. And off to third goes Jack Gorman easily. One-0 to Connor Cooney. Cooney takes high, and the count is 2-0. Cooney, who is on a 5-game hit streak. From Henschel. Cooney on the ground. Over to Colin Brigham, and he will chuck it over to Cole Henschel, who gets there in time, and the throw beats out Connor Cooney for out number 3 here. And that will end the 8th. But the Dock Spiders add 2 thanks to a 2 RBI single by Jack Gorman. And they need 3 outs to win the first game of the second half. And now improve to 4-3 on the season against the Woodchucks. The Woodchucks need 3 when we come back in the 9th here on the Woodchucks Baseball Network.
I'm so glad you and Jack are home. His birthday was supposed to be today, right, Mom?
That's right.
He wanted to meet me 8 weeks early.
He sure gave us a scare, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's so perfect. It's just you and me, Jack. Can I take him to show and tell?
We'll see.
The savings are heating up this summer at Cellcom. Save up to $300 on the top phones from our most iconic brands. Plus, save $150 on all connected tablets, smartwatches, and cameras. Keep kids busy this summer with a tablet, track your steps with a smartwatch, or monitor your cabin with a camera. Now, unlimited data is more affordable than ever with our single unlimited plan. Offering unlimited data for only $29.95 per month for just 1 line. Visit cellcom.com/save for details.
Don't miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
Woodchucks need 3 runs to tie and keep this game alive, as it's 4-1 Fond du Lac. They had 2 insurance runs in the 8th and are feeling much more comfortable up 3 instead of 1, as Colin Brigham, man who has 1 of 4 hits on the board, facing off against Zach Silfies here to start off the 9th rather. And he takes first pitch breaking ball for strike 1 from the right-hander. Colin Brigham extended his 10-game history to 11 in the first with a single. And the 0-1 from Silfies. Brigham takes it inside on the exact same pitch. 1-1. Brigham, Witter, and Wallace for 4, 5, 6 here, at least in the 9th. The Woodchucks could definitely use more than just that, though. Obviously, 1-1. And that breaking ball in there once again from Silfies for strike 2. As Brigham needs to get on base here. Hypothetically speaking, at least he does. 1-2. Inside fastball from Silfies. Silfies walked in the 1 run so far after walking Christian Mitchell, scoring Drew Berkland in the 8th. 2-2 to Brigham. Brigham takes it low and the count is full. Woodchucks left bases loaded, stranded in the 8th. As Mark Schallenberger grounded out. Payoff to Brigham inside, and that actually hit his foot. So Brigham now on for the second time today. I guess they're going to call that a hit by pitch. It was a walker hit by pitch, one of the two, regardless if it was ball 4. So now up will be Brent Witter, as Zach Silfies is going to be congregated on the pitching mound by the infield, except for Teddy Dieters, before Brent Witter heads to the plate. Now Teddy Dieters will join in, just to give a glove tap to Silfies. But the leadoff man aboard here for the Woodchucks, as, like I mentioned, they need at least 3 here in the 9th to keep the game going. As the Dock Spiders up 4-1, Woodchucks have not won yet here at Hare Baker Field. 0-2, losses of 1-0 and 10-3. And they're starting off the second half here, as Witter swings the first pitch he sees over to Graydon West, and the third baseman for the Dock Spiders makes the tag out of Brent Witter on the base path, but Colin Brigham over to second base because of the fumble by Graydon West. That's why the turn 2 was not made, but instead it's just a 5-3, as Brent Witter could not beat out the throw. And now Colby Wallace steps to the plate with Colin Brigham at second. Wallace takes outside fastball for strike 1. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a foul fly out to the catcher Lorenzo Rios. That one right behind his head. 1-0 from Silfies. Wallace takes it low, 2-0. On deck is Drew Berkland. And then wishful thinking is Brennan Holt in the hole as we speak. 2-0 to Wallace. Wallace fouls off the fastball. Woodchucks finish 8-10 on the road in the first half. Play more on the road than they did at home. Only 17 games at home, going 12-5 at Athletic Park, but 8-10 on the road. 20-15 total first half record. 2-0 to Wallace. Wallace into center field, and Connor Cooney will grab it. That's out number 2. Fond du Lac finished 13-22 in the first half. And the Woodchucks overall were 3-3 against the Dock Spiders. Now with 2 outs here in the 9th, are at risk of falling to 0-1 in the second half, and 0-1 to the Dock Spiders in the second half as well. 3-4 overall in the season. 1-0 from Silfies to Berkland. Berkland hits it foul. Teddy Dieters is watching it and makes the grab in foul territory, and that is how the game will end. The Woodchucks lose the first game of the second half as Drew Berkland fouls out. And it is a 4-1 win for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders here on the 4th of July. Fond du Lac starts out the second half 1-0. Wausau drops the first game of the second half like they did the first game of the first half. And it is a 4-1 win for Fond du Lac. Make sure to come back right back here on Thursday night as the Woodchucks will be heading to Green Bay to take on the Rockers. I'll have that one here for you on the Woodchucks Baseball Network. But for now, Woodchucks back home tomorrow night for the second of 2 against the Dock Spiders. That'll be a 6:35 p.m. first pitch on the Northwoods League Baseball Network. And until Thursday, right back here on the Woodchucks Baseball Network, I'm Will Charlton saying good night and enjoy the rest of your holiday. Happy 4th of July, and we'll see you next time.